Hi friends, I am finally getting around to making a YouTube video. Long story short is that I am pregnant and I'm 19 weeks pregnant, and so I have not been feeling the greatest and I've been tired and all those types of things, and I'm probably I'm not the best person to be doing this type of video right now. I'm not the poster child for pregnancy right now because I haven't taken the time to do my makeup or things like that, and I'm really tired. I've genuinely been exhausted, even though I've made it to my second trimester. My first trimester was a little rough with morning sickness most of the day, and then also exhaustion and tiredness. And now morning sickness has, praise God, faded, but every now and then I'll feel a little bit nauseous in bed at night, like when I start to lay down feeling a little seasick, but that is a far cry from what it was, and I'm grateful for that. And now I'm just really battling fatigue and tiredness and really trying to keep things to a bare minimum. So I wanted to go ahead and make a tips video for some ideas of things that I have been taking advantage of or utilizing as my survival, so to speak, techniques for pregnancy. This is my fifth baby. I have 4 at home, and this pregnancy is very different from all the others, and it's been worse if you want to classify it as that, but I've been much sicker than I had been in the past, but we are making it through. And so without further ado, I want to go ahead and make a quick tips video while my dinner is cooking in the oven. So hopefully I won't keep you past the time it takes till the buzzer goes off. My first tip is common sense, simple. Use paper products, paper plates, put snacks on napkins or paper towels if possible. It's not necessarily good for the budget, but just keeping the house moving, even especially in that first trimester when you're really not, for me it was scents. I was having smell aversions as well as food aversions, but so I just really couldn't spend much time standing in front of a sink full of dirty dishes, or having a sink full of dirty dishes around in my house was just too much for me. So paper plates, paper bowls, whatever I can do in that way. Another tip is I kind of a couple years ago started putting away some of those kids plates and cups and bowls and things that don't go in the dishwasher. I started passing them along to Goodwill and getting a supply of different things that are dishwasher friendly. One of our family favorites was from Marshall's. I don't know the brand of what it was, but they're these kids cups right here. They're not even really kids cups. I think they're juice cups. They are glass, but my kids who are, my 3-year-old still uses a sippy cup, but my 5, almost 7, and almost 9-year-old use these cups, and they came in a 4-pack of all different colors. So each kid has their own color, so I know whose is whose. And if I run the dishwasher every night, if I just remember to put their cup in from the day, then they have a clean cup every day, and it's glass, and it hasn't broken, even though it's fallen a few times, but I'm sure it could break. But hasn't been a huge issue right now. I got the pack for, I don't know, around $5 or something. So I'd recommend looking for something like that can go into the dishwasher. Trying to avoid using too many dishes that can't really is one of my strategies as well. So moving along to kind of other kitchen items is food. And for us, again, that was really rough the first trimester. So something we did, especially at lunchtime, was snacky lunches, we call them, and that's just where the kids usually make their own plate, and they usually put on a granola bar or a handful of trail mix or nuts or some kind of seeds or that kind of protein, and then they also have a hunk of cheese or a cheese stick, along with a fruit and a veggie. The fruits are usually banana, apple, sometimes we've had grapes, and then the veggies are usually baby carrots because that's very, very simple, and I usually have those on hand. But we also have been doing cucumber slices, or occasionally celery. They're not as nuts about it. Oh, the other thing the kids like is those little baby peppers, those little mini peppers that are sweet. They'll just wash up their own pepper and everybody gets a pepper. Another thing that sometimes gets added to the plate is beans, canned beans, drained. Sometimes they're seasoned with, I season them with cumin or some kind of spice like that. They're already salted usually. Chickpeas or black beans are usually what they have, like just a side dish of them. Oh, another favorite, I'm thinking now I gotta add these things to my grocery list. Grape tomatoes, they love those. So really just like a hearty plate full of a well-rounded meal, well-rounded snacks. Sometimes they also have had yogurt if we have that on hand. So just a mixture of things like that that are genuinely filling. Occasionally gluten-free crackers, homemade bread, sometimes buttered or or with peanut butter, something like that. So that has been how we've kind of gotten through with lunches. Also, other simple lunches like peanut butter and jellies have definitely been frequent around here. And as for dinners, I was not really worrying so much about the grocery budget as much as feeding my children. So that was taking place with things like pre-cooked chicken sausages with like a frozen veggie and rice. We were doing that a lot. We were also doing, I think, a couple times what we really liked was we buy the pre-washed salad mix, and then they have those, Dole makes them and some of the store brands make them, of the salad toppings where it comes with the shredded veggie as well as a topping and a salad dressing. And so we do that, and sometimes we would add like grilled chicken to the top or some kind of protein to the top, and that would make an easy meal for us. That was a really good idea. We did it several times. We like the Asian blend of that. Those are the couple things that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. You know, crock pots are great, casseroles are great, but again, crock pot didn't work for me so much because my sense of smell was so sensitive, and if I just smell at cooking all day, it really would have an impact on me and wouldn't be good. So we tried to do things like that, the pre-cooked kind of easier, somewhat still healthy food items that you can get at the grocery store to help us along. So we've moved out of that, and now we're making most meals from scratch again, and doing okay with that. As for laundry, my tip is just do what you can. I was trying to do a load a day, and I mix it. I'm not really particular about my whites and my darks because they've been washed so many times. So it would really be like gather up the wash basket and find what we need for the next couple days and throw it all in the washing machine. My oldest daughter has been helping fold and put away, and it's not perfect by any means. It's kind of a little sloppy. She's still learning and I'm still teaching her, but it's helpful. And there's things in the drawers and she knows where to find them and to help her younger siblings find their clothes as well. So that is another tip that we've been doing, which is just do your laundry as you can. Don't get too picky. Don't get too particular about sticking with a system if it's too much energy to do so. I had a whole bunch and now I'm getting out of breath from talking so much and I've lost my train of thought. But obviously everybody says rest whenever you can, and that's a good task. What's really been helping me is just to get a solid night's sleep. Honestly, 9 to 10 hours at night, so that at the daytime I don't necessarily need to sleep. I usually have to sit down and wind down for like an hour or so when the kids are having their quiet time, but I don't necessarily fall asleep. Some days I do and some days I don't. So yeah, just allowing yourself to rest. This is something I'm trying to get better about, is eating healthier. I feel better when I eat healthier, and I'm just generally a healthy eater, but with things not tasting good and my appetite being so poor, it was kind of like eat whatever I can tolerate. And sometimes, honest to goodness, it was chicken wings. and sometimes it was a salad. And so it just depended on the day and the appetite. Smoothies always have been a big helper for me. I have a good protein powder that I like. I can't remember. It's Vitacross pea protein, and we have the chocolate variety. And you mix that with a banana and ice cubes and almond milk and a handful of greens if you have them, like spinach or something. And it's a healthy pick-me-up kind of filling snack or even breakfast. So I've been doing that. I also just started making an orange Julius sort of smoothie, which I can eventually get the recipe up, but it's just, I pretty much put in orange juice with just all natural 100% orange juice and almond milk and vanilla extract, and then I also put in ice cubes and a banana, and a quarter cup of oats. Now the oats I do first in the blender to make them into oat flour, so I don't have actual chunks of oats in it, but that really helps. And I mean, it is a little gritty when I drink it, but it is more filling because the oats are in there and you've got that additional fiber and that additional carbohydrates. So it's pretty much orange juice. You've got, some good elements from there, vitamin C, and almond milk, which has some protein. I don't think it's super high in protein, but it's a low calorie and a good alternative. And then it's got the banana and the oats. And so that's been another helpful. I actually like to have that in the afternoon. I find that helps me get through the rest of the day. So yeah, those are my first couple tips. I'm sure I'll think of more and I will make another video to provide more tips. But for now, paper products, simplifying the laundry, simplifying the meals, and just some ways to do that. And I'd love to hear your comments if you have ways that you like to do that, or simple meals or simple strategies to helping you along. And this isn't just for pregnancy. This is any busy season of life that you could use just a little bit of extra help with. We can always use a little bit of extra help. So I hope you all are well, and I hope to be making another video real soon. Bye-bye.